Hello parents, caregivers, and teachers. My name is Dr. Katie Hart, and I'm the Program Director for the Reading Explorers program operated here at the Center for Children and Families at Florida International University. We're generously funded by the Children's Trust and work in partnership with Nova Southeastern University. Today, I'm thrilled to be sharing with you some tips and tricks for helping your young children get ready to learn, ready to read, and ready to be successful in school. Our video today is going to focus on a technique called Dialogic Reading, which is a really unique way to enhance your child's reading abilities so that they're ready to meet those grade level standards later on. And it's just by asking a few simple questions. Dialogic reading is a method of shared book reading where adults and children have a dialogue or a back and forth conversation about the book. The goal is for your child to become the storyteller and for you to be the listener. And what you want is to connect the language and experiences of your child with the experiences that your child is reading in the book.
We're gonna read the three
little piggies.
That's right, the Three Little Pigs. Good job. All right. Do you remember this story?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'm excited to read it today. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the benefits of dialogic reading are first that your child learns about the rules of reading and writing, like how words move across the page from left to right and top to bottom. In dialogic reading, your child is also working on a key and critical skill for their later reading comprehension, and that's language and vocabulary. So by reading the words and asking these questions that we're going to teach you about today, this will help to enhance your child's vocabulary that they need to be successful in reading later on. And most importantly, dialogic reading really helps to increase your child's motivation and interest in books, which will help them to be a lifelong learner. Books that work great for dialogic reading are books that have clear pictures, a simple story, are not too long, and are of interest to your child. It's most effective when you read a book that is really familiar to your child and one that you've read over and over again.
He's jumping to the chimney.
He's jumping down the chimney, yeah. All right.
There are 5 main steps to dialogic reading. The first step is to prompt your child. There are a number of different prompts you can use while reading the book. The first type of prompt is an open-ended prompt. That's when you ask your child to tell you what is happening in the picture.
What do you think is happening in this picture here?
I think that they're leaving their mom.
You think that they're leaving their mom? What's their mom doing? How does she look?
Sad.
She does look a little sad, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's read here.
A completion prompt is when you ask your child to complete a word or phrase.
By the hair of my chinny chin.
Chin.
Chin, that's right.
A recall prompt is when you ask your child details about what happens in the story.
Oh, did you like that story?
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see if you remember. What happened first in that story?
They left their mom.
They left their mom, that's right. And then what happened after that?
The first pig got sticks.
He got some sticks?
No, he got some hay.
He got some hay and what did he do with that hay?
A distancing prompt is when you ask questions that relate something in the story to your child's life.
What do you see him holding in his hand?
A hammer and a nail.
That's right, a hammer and a nail. So, have we used a hammer and a nail in our house before?
Yeah?
Yeah, what do we use that for?
For making a birdhouse and breaking rocks.
Yeah, that's right. We used a hammer and a nail to build a birdhouse. So we built a house too, right?
A prediction prompt is when you have your child think about the sequence of the story and what will happen next.
What do you think about a house made of straw?
Hmm.
No?
No.
No? Why do you think that's not a good idea?
Because hay, it's too weak.
It's too weak. Yeah, great job.
The second step of dialogic reading is to reflect and evaluate what your child says in response to your prompt. For example, you can repeat back what your child says and think about their response. Is the answer correct? What information might you add? Help your child as needed with the responses.
How many sticks?
It has 4.
It does have 4 sticks. You're right, 1 on each corner. And it has a ladder, you said?
Yeah, and it has a door.
A yellow door?
Yeah. the other pig has a yellow door, but without these things.
You're right, it does have that.
And he has these, and the other pig doesn't have these. And he has a long house.
He has a long house.
And the other one doesn't have that.
The third step of dialogic reading is to expand on what your child says. Is there something that you could add, a piece of information that might help to improve their vocabulary?
This is simply too much for the wolf. This is simply too much for the wolf to stand. I've been nice long enough, he cried. I'm gonna eat you up right now. And he climbed onto the roof. Where's the roof? On the top or the bottom of the house?
The top.
The top of the house. Oh my gosh. So he's on the roof. When the little pig saw this, he put a big iron pot in the fireplace.
Step 4 is to repeat what your child says, or to have your child repeat back the answer that you gave them. In some cases, gently provide the correct answer.
No sooner had the little pig settled into his pretty house than the wolf happened by. He was still hungry. Can you believe he was still hungry? And he said, oh my goodness, right? He was really hungry. And he said, little pig, let me come in. To which the little pig replied,
No.
not by the hair of my...
Chinny, chin.
Good job, Kai.
And finally, enjoy. Have fun with your child. Enjoy spending that time together. Nurture your relationship with them. You also want to balance your prompting, because sometimes your child may just want to listen to the story, and that's okay too. Ultimately, follow your child's interests and praise and encourage their efforts, because as they start having fun with the book, they're going to start loving reading, and you will too. Practicing reading on a daily basis is really important, but remember that you can use these techniques, these questions and back and forth, and having a conversation about anything in the world around your child on an everyday basis.
Valerie, we are done. Awesome.